Good afternoon, everyone, or good morning or good evening, depending on where you are. I was just sitting here recording some YouTubes and I thought I'd hop on live because I've just come across an old story in the book, The Cosmic Power Within You by Joseph Murphy, and it was a fabulous story. So I'm going to read it to you now and then I will answer questions after that. Okay, hi, everybody. So it's called How an 8-Year-Old Boy Received a Gift That He Wanted. Shakespeare said, all things be ready if the mind be so. Those two quotations apply only to your mental and spiritual world. Now, a boy of about 8 years of age was brought to see me by his mother. He had been disobedient and rebellious. It seemed that all his playmates had dogs, most of which were Irish Terriers, and he was constantly crying for a dog. He deeply resented his mother and father for their unwillingness to grant him a pet dog. His mother had told him that dogs were dirty animals and she would not have one in the house, but that when he grew up and was 18, he could have one and take care of it himself. The little boy could not understand why he had to wait 10 years for a dog. At my request, the mother left him alone with me for half an hour or so, and he poured out all his troubles. I told him to picture the dog that he wanted and in his imagination to fondle it, stroke it every night prior to sleep, just to feel that there was a dog right there in the room with him and that he had arms around the dog. I suggested that he do this every single night. The boy's birthday occurred a few weeks later and his grandfather visited him, presented him with a $3,000 check to be deposited for his education later on, and in addition, he brought him a puppy, an Irish Terrier. The grandfather was received with joy by the whole family, and all opposition to the dog melted in the burst of approval of the two gifts. This little boy did not have to wait 10 years for a dog at all. He had collapsed time by the intensity of his thought when he entered into the joy of having a new dog now. The book of Proverbs says, hope deferred maketh the heart sick. Your harvest is ready now in your mind. Ready your mind to receive your good now without further postponement. So that's from that book, Joseph Murphy. I just refound it and it's wonderful. So for those of you who want to take on reading something, that's a really great book, and that book helped me a lot years ago, and I'm just picking it up to have a little read. So, hi everybody, I can see you in the chat. Hello, hello, hello. Love always. And Jelly. Hachiko, hello. And love always, you've said, I have a suggestion and a request. You've been listening to Neville's lectures. Can you do some nugget series around them? Yeah, I'll have a look. It's been a while since I've revisited the lectures. I've been reading more his books, but yes, I can check that out. Oh, hello, Smita. Thank you. Yes, Kishla, it was story time. Okay, so Little Star, you've asked, hey, Agnes, so once you achieve self-love and letting go and feeling amazing, what else is there left to do? Well, you focus on what you want to create. You imagine enjoying it, having it. It's like you expand out and enjoy bringing things to you. So yes, I feel like nothing else needs to be done to bring in my SP. It feels amazing. Good. You're in a good place, Little Star. Wonderful. You know, it is very much about relaxing, allowing, being still, enjoying just peace. Because when we desire things, especially a specific person or a relationship or money or a dream job, there's a lot of emotional turbulence. So it's really great to enjoy the moments of feeling amazing and just relaxing and being in a good space. Hello, Miriam. Hello. So, hello, Miriam. Yes, I received your email. I haven't replied to it yet because I've got some other ones in front of you, but I did receive it. Thank you very much, and I will get to it within the 3 days, as always. Okay, JPNM81. And yes, when you do gratitude for yourself, do you shed tears? Or when you give gratitude, do you shed tears of joy? Yes, sometimes. Sometimes you feel really, really grateful for something, and you do. Tears of joy. Michelle Jackson, enjoy the journey. Amen to that, Michelle. Kishla, what if you like two people? Can I visualize both? Yes, or you can just do your self-love and just see what happens. You can allow, you just play around with it. See what happens. See what happens. Charlotte, can you speak about if someone is not in your life at all, about the absence of someone? Yes, Charlotte, I can. If you've got the absence of someone in your life, that means you've got more beliefs about them not being there, them not being around, or things like, what's wrong that they don't want to be with me? Am I good enough? Am I deserving? Am I worthy? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me that they're not here? So you've got to look at what you think about yourself, and you've also got to look at what you think about them, you see. Okay? So, and then you correct that. You correct it through practicing the usual affirmations. I'm loved, I'm wanted, I'm a priority, I matter, I'm important. And you basically collapse space and time. I've just done a few YouTubes, which I haven't uploaded yet, but I will put the collapsing space and time YouTube, because you're thinking from it. You're not thinking of it. When you're thinking of it, you're here and the thing's over there. You've got to think from it over here and go, I love this. This is wonderful. Wouldn't it be nice if I could enjoy this now? So you do it like that, okay? Yes, little star, relaxing and being still is very necessary, but it seems to be one of the hardest things for people to do. But it's practicing. You practice allowing. You practice surrender. You practice letting go. You practice being calmer. You practice looking after yourself through meditations, through affirmations, through going out in nature, through playing the guitar, swimming, dancing, Zumba, rock climbing, whatever it is you like to do. You practice those things more, you see. Kwana, hello. Hello, Kwana. Hello, Kwana. Okay. Kristen, hello. Kristen Blake, hello. Sona, thank you for your nice comments. Hello to you in India. My glasses are great. Well, they're necessary for the moment until I can focus on curing my eyesight, which is something that I'm planning on doing in 2019. Temporary glasses, I say. Kevin, is it okay if sometimes you don't care about getting your SP anymore out of frustration? Yep. Kevin, we're human. Sometimes this stuff, it drives you nuts. So yeah, letting it go and just saying, I'm going to go watch Netflix. I'm going to go and float somewhere in an ocean. I'm going to go and run or punch a punching bag. Fill your life with things that make you feel good and do them more regularly. And that's the way to get out of the frustration. It's okay to be frustrated, Kevin, but I think it's moving through it so that it's not infecting you, you see. Okay? Let me see. I've just lost the thread. It's bumped up too quick. Okay. So, I raise. How do you go about the fears that come through you while you're trying to manifest something? What do I do after I acknowledge and recognize my fears? Well, it's flipping your fears are thoughts in your head first, and then they become feelings in your stomach. So it's about acknowledging your fears and then going, okay, I'm having thoughts that are not loving. And I have to look at, I think, writing your fears down in a couple of sentences, looking at what they are, and then flipping them into something positive, and then creating affirmations that can be the opposite of that. So if you've got the fear of, I'm afraid of being poor and being homeless or something, then you write, I love having lots of money and I am secure. So you've got to counteract your thinking. You don't have to believe your thinking, okay? So do something like that. And also, I think another good one is Ho'oponopono for fears, dissolving the part of you, because when fears go out, they create, thoughts of things, as you know. So it is about doing something to counteract those fears, okay? And Ho'oponopono, living in the end, working on affirmations, doing self-love meditations. Give your mind a job to do. That way it doesn't give you a job, okay? Is it okay to date other people while waiting for your SP or X? Justin, I did a YouTube on that already. It's not a clear-cut answer, that one. It is, if you're dating other people because you're feeling lonely, unloved, and unwanted, then I would say no, don't date other people and work on your self-love, work on yourself. But if you're feeling pretty good about yourself, your self-love's good, and you think, hey, I'm going to go out with someone and just have a meal and enjoy some time and conversation, then you're coming from a place of giving. Just be mindful not to use people because you're not doing your self-love and you don't want to do it. You want to use someone else to make you feel better, okay? Make sure you do your own work. Make sure you do your own work. Alexis, greetings from the USA. Hello. What do you do if you feel like you're at a good point within your self-love and you suddenly have a random guy feeling to reach out to your SP? Well, you got to ask yourself, am I doing that from neediness, which in this case it sounds like you're not? I don't think it's nothing wrong with reaching out. I'm not really into that whole no contact rule unless you've been a massive overcontactor coming from neediness and trying to get love. Then I would say it's good to not contact. But if you're in a good place and you haven't contacted someone for months and you just think, hey, I'm going to send them a message, I'm feeling great, let's see what happens, I'm okay whether they reply or not. If you're in a relaxed state like that, then that's okay. So it's not always the same answer depends on where you are, what the answer is. Charlotte, no problem. WAA, I attracted my SP, then we had a fight due to him smoking weed, which I hate. He quit for a year and then came back to smoke. I have extreme fear of him getting back to smoking. Well, your extreme fear of him getting back to it is going to drag in something unwanted. You can't focus on what you don't want and get what you want, darling, okay? You have to be seeing him healthy, happy, and I wouldn't use the word smoke-free because that's still going to introduce it into your vibration. Focus on him being healthy, happy, and at peace. And that's enough. You take the focus off that altogether, you see. Okay? Sona, how to look attractive. Actually, I want to be the most attractive girl in the world. Well, trying to look attractive isn't going to make you feel secure, darling. Having self-love is what makes you feel secure, and then you just naturally look attractive. Secure people that have good self-love, are what make them attractive. It's not about changing the outside, because what it says to me is that I want to be attractive so other people like me, or so other people give me attention, give me adulation. That's all coming from getting Sona. It's not coming from a good place of self-love. Work on your self-love. Then being attractive really is neither here nor there. It's fine to want to look attractive within who you already are. You bring out the best in you. But trying to be the most attractive person in the world, you got to look at, why do I want that? And you're saying, I'm an insecure person, so it comes from insecurity. I coach a lot of people that are attractive and they're not secure. So I can tell you, even the people that are really attractive, it doesn't fix anything. It just really doesn't. How you look really is not the most important thing in the world. Your self-love and you being secure within is a much better place to come from, darling. Okay? Just my opinion, but that's how I think and feel. Happy soul. Though I have self-love, I do Facebook stalking. How to stop doing the stalking. You just stop, darling. You stop and you say, I'm not doing that. Because if you're stalking, it says, I'm looking for evidence of something. As in, are they with someone else? Are they talking to someone else? Are they looking at someone else? That just yells out lack of trust, lack of trust, lack of trust, insecurity, second best, I'm not important, I don't matter, I'm not a priority. It's pushing all that out, and you're going to get a photocopy of that. So can I suggest you stop, because you're going to end up manifesting something you don't want. And then it's much harder to stop because you've hurt yourself, okay? People that have really good relationships, they don't do that to themselves, because you protect yourself emotionally. That's the most important thing. And doing your self-love, if you spend that 20 minutes or 30 minutes that you stalk someone and put that 30 minutes into doing affirmations, self-love meditations, building up your own self-worth, I can tell you that's a much better use of time, and it will give you a much better result. Okay? So, Couture, what do you do if you want your SP back as a friend? Same thing that you do to manifest anything. Live in the end. Imagination creates reality. Focus on what you want, not on what you don't want. Just put your effort into those sorts of things. Danielle, thank you. Did you go to Ayers Rock? No, I go on the 30th for a few days, 30th of Jan. Looking forward to it. Kritty, what do you do when you're confused between wanting your SP sometimes and not wanting them, but still have feelings for them? You're not clear on what you want, darling. You got to get clear. Well, do you want them or do you not want them? You got to get clarity before you get a result. If you still have feelings of love for them, you got to make a decision. Do I want them or not? Because the universe is going to be confused by what you're doing. So you got to get clarity. Get clarity, then focus. Okay? It is very much a focus-based universe. So you're going to get what you focus on. So if you're giving mixed signals to the universe, it's going to give you mixed stuff back. So get clear first. Okay? Kishla, can you do like beautiful meditation? Can you do like beautiful meditation? I'm not sure what you mean, Kishla. Can I do a beautiful meditation? I'm not doing a meditation on here today, like on this channel. I am going to do a meditation on the meditation channel, most likely later today. So if so, you will see me pop up there. I will most likely do it today. I don't want to say 100%. It just depends on where my mind's at and how good, if I'm crashing and burning by the end of the day. But yeah, at this stage, I will be doing a meditation on the meditation channel a bit later. So it's 4:30 p.m. Sydney time. I don't know, maybe around 8 o'clock or something. If you want to keep an eye out for it, that could be, if you're interested, that could be something that I do later on. What are those chocolates you like eating? They look good. I'm not sure, Rose. I do like to eat Lindt chocolate balls or Lindt sea salt and caramel. So I do eat those, if that's what you're referring to. Mari T, since everyone is us pushed out, is it self-loving to have everyone being nice to us? By imagining everyone being nice to us, I remind myself all the time everyone is me pushed out. Sure. I'm respected. I'm loved. I love seeing that. I love enjoying that. I love, as I do more self-love, people treat me better and better. It's such a wonderful life. Everything goes well for me with people at work, my family, my partner, my boss. You know, you can affirm that. No problem with that. Xavier, hi Agnes, hello. Brian, do you recommend doing states akin to sleep as well as self-love? Or, I don't know what that next word is, something love enough to attract them. Oh, it must be self-love you were trying to write, but it's auto-corrected it or made some weird word up there. Look, I think if you can do self-love as your base, it's just a great thing for you to do so you can feel better. Okay, meaning enough sleep, drink enough water, eat healthy food, get some exercise. Those things are important. Then your mind is in the best possible state to manifest, and you can apply your mind better when your body feels better. Okay, so yes, states akin to sleep, as Neville talks about. Yeah, go to bed and imagine this is the best day of my life. I have wonderful relationships. I've got more money than I can spend. I love where I live. I love what I do for work. And isn't it wonderful what's happening to me now? You can sort of do that state akin to sleep prior to going to bed, or you can imagine specific things. Totally up to you if you want to encompass and capture that amazing feeling. Like Neville talked about that woman that said, isn't it wonderful what's happening to me now? She captured that feeling. And then that story is an amazing story of what that woman manifested. I know I've read that story before. If I can find it, I'll put the link down below to that YouTube for you to have a listen to. Bhagwati, and yes, how to be irresistible and magnetic to my SP. Darling, it's your self-love. I'm always going to say the same things over and over. You have to have good self-love. You have to feel loved to be loved. It's that simple. You can't be feeling unloved, unwanted, unattractive, anything and expect someone to give it to you. You have to be doing it for you, okay? You are the source of your own love. The most irresistible and magnetic people are the people that have the best self-love, okay? It's that simple. Xavier Smith, I had a question. Yep, post it up then, darling. I'm slowly going through if this thread doesn't move too fast. I do miss some because it goes too quick sometimes. Whoops, like just now. Pranali, if I am manifesting a new relationship with my SP and also want to get married with him soon, then what would be my living in the end situation to visualize every day? Well, you've got to create an end scene where you're married. I would probably let go of the word soon, because what that tells me is I want this now and it's not moving quick enough. It's okay to want things, and it's okay sometimes to set deadlines or time frames. But I can tell you from watching people, the people that set time frames like I want this soon, or I need this now, or I want this quickly, says I'm not happy here at all. I want to get over there. And that whole vibe screws everything up. Just learn what Abraham Hicks talks about, the art of allowing. You surrender, you let go, and you just allow life to come at the appointed time. Try and relax. There's so much urgency with manifesting, okay? So try to learn the allowing part. There's enough time. I will get everything that I desire. I just need to surrender and let go more. I need to trust and believe more. I need to look after myself more. I need to be receptive rather than chasing and trying to get. Let go of the getting, okay? Yeah? Arlene, how do we manifest making friends with the opposite sex? The same as anything, darling. You live in the end, create a scene of what you want, go to bed, imagine it every night. You have to be focusing on solutions to get solutions. You can't be focusing on the problem or the absence of what you want. Learn to quickly turn your attention to the wanted, to the having, to the joy of it, to the fun of it, to the relaxedness of it. Then it comes, okay? MLG, if you had a bottle of time, what would you do with it? A bottle of time. I'm not sure what you mean. Look, for me, I just do the same things every day. I just take care of myself. I use my time wisely as best I can. Am I perfect? No. But I try every day to really enjoy working. I love my work, so that's not hard. Getting enough sleep, for me, that's 8 hours. Reading something, listening to a YouTube, making sure I exercise every day. Do I do it every day? No, but as often as I can, 5 days a week. Walking, doing affirmations while walking, enjoying time with friends and family, with my partner when I'm in London, when my friends and my mum when I'm in Sydney, my family in France when I'm in France. So it's just filling every part of the day with really good things to do and doing that more and more and more. So there's nothing in life, for me, there's really nothing in my life now that I don't love or don't enjoy, because I've weeded those things out bit by bit. Yeah? Ren, yeah, self-love has been popping up all week. There must be a reason. Yeah, well, self-love is a big subject. Okay. Oops. Okay. Okay. Happy soul, on the skin-to-skin technique, can we hug our pillow and feel like it's SP and talk with it and sleep affirming I'm now married to? Sure, if you want to. I would also just practice feeling loved. Feeling loved, happy soul. Practice that. LOA 721, do you have any tips on healing our eyes and improving our eyesight? Yes, there is the Bates method that I've been looking at online. If you just put in the Bates eyesight method, improving your eyesight, put in some of those keywords, you can have a look at that. But also it's believing, knowing that the eyes, like anything else, can be healed back to 20/20 vision. So it's just, when you think of your eyes, don't think of them as deteriorating, getting worse, needing glasses or needing, laser surgery or whatever. Just say my eyes are doing better and better every day. And just Rhonda Byrne, who wrote The Secret, apparently cured her eyesight. Maybe have a little look on Google about that. Vishen Lakiani talked about it. He's the guy from Mind Valley in Malaysia. He talked about, actually, if you put that into YouTube, Vishen, Vishen, Lakiani, put that into YouTube and put eyesight, improving eyesight, and see what comes up with that as well. So yeah, there's a few people. And I actually have a look at Joe Dispenza too. He's he's cured himself of spinal, like he was wheelchair bound, and he repaired all the vertebrae in his back after an accident. He got hit by a car while he was bike riding. And if you go to YouTube and put in Joe Dispenza, whatever issue you've got health-wise, people do testimonials about his work. He's, I think, one of the best people for health and recovering from accidents, diseases, injuries, all sorts of stuff. So, yeah, wonderful, wonderful man. Excuse me. So, Rena, do I have any videos for new love? Yep. If you just put in to my channel the word, put in some keywords, manifesting a new relationship or relationships. Don't use the word specific person. Don't use the word X. Then some stuff will come up about that. Just YouTube's around general brand new relationships or attracting a new relationship. You can find that there. Rena? Xavier Smith, and yes, I watched this guy on Instagram and he was saying that the key to manifesting is to live in the moment. Do you agree? I don't think I'd be quite that. I'm not saying, obviously that's his belief and it works for him. I think manifesting, it's about imagining end results and living from those results mentally and emotionally as best you can. So I also think self-love, going from a negative feeling or not feeling good, from going from depression or anxiety or stress, since so many of you suffer from those things, it's getting out of those negative lower states into feeling loved, wanted, and secure within yourself. And could you say that's living in the moment? Yes, but I think there's more levels to just living in the moment. If I'm eating a salad and I'm living in the moment, I could be living in the moment in depression. That's still living in the moment. So I think I don't fully agree with that. I think it's much deeper than just living in the moment. I think there are other components that need to occur, as in you need to be feeling good in whatever good you want to use: happy, joyful, peaceful, content, secure, loved, ecstatic, free. There's lots of different words you can use for that. Linda, I keep hitting the roadblocks. I get a sign and a door opens with the relationship and job. Now the door flings me back and now I'm going back steps. Did I fall? What did I do wrong? Well, you got to ask, Linda, what am I thinking, feeling, and believing? Because everything's you pushed out. Always the one finger pointing out and three pointing back. Those three fingers are you. So you got to look at, what am I doing? Okay. So often the self-love needs to work, or you're focusing on what you don't want, or you're indulging in negative emotion. And I know we all get negative emotion sometimes. We can't be feeling woohoo, fantastic all the time. But it's when you're not feeling good, going, okay, what can I do today to make myself feel better? Affirmations, a self-love meditation. If you're on the go, maybe just Ho'oponopono while you've got your eyes open. Give your mind a job to do. Do not let it do what it wants. Okay, that would be what I would say to that. Praveen, I feel so much love now. I'm happy almost all the time, regardless of what's happening around me. Wonderful. I love that feeling. Thank you so much. I'm no more worried about my manifesting. Praveen, that's lovely. Not the easiest place to get to for many people, but when you're there, wow, enjoy. Enjoy. Hello, Hilda, Anuradha. Hello. Okay, where are we? Kristen, can you manifest a friendship and or relationship with a specific celebrity by practicing self-love, meditating, and other techniques? Kristen, yeah, it is possible. Have a look at a YouTube I did. It was an interview with a woman called Monta. She discusses that very subject. And also there was a woman who said she wanted to marry and find her prince. Put it into my channel, Agnes Vivarelli, success story, relationship with a prince. Just put those kind of keywords and you'll see there's a YouTube I did where someone actually did manifest that. And that was a person that was a celebrity or extremely well known. So have a listen to those to help you with that. Pranali, my pleasure. Okay. Miriam, Ho'oponopono prayer is the best thing, instant healing and feeling good. Woohoo, I agree. Okay. Soha, I keep having dreams of me and my SP being together. Is that a sign? I can't say, darling, I'm not sure, but it could be. The thing is, things are signs after things have manifested more so than before. Okay. You do get a feeling sometimes like, I know that's a sign, where it hits you. Like when I saw the billboards about a taste of London, good to go, I saw those two billboards when I'd asked the universe, give me a clear, unmistakable, obvious sign that I cannot mistake that it's a sign. I mean, that was a sign for me. But it's you that needs to know that it's a sign. I can't say what signs are for you. You will know. When you really have one, you will know. But when you're thinking about something during the day, it's not uncommon that it gets echoed on the outside, you see. Okay, Brenda, why would anyone want to attract an ex back? Isn't that situation, separation, a signal from the universe? It's time to move forward and draw in someone new. No, Brenda, not necessarily. Some people would like an ex back. Some people don't. It's totally, totally fine either way. Sometimes you did some certain things wrong, and wrong as in it caused you pain, it caused them pain, but now you know better, you can do better. Really doesn't matter whether you want an ex back or a brand new relationship. It doesn't matter, because what it is they're going to be a reflection of you. So whether it's an ex or a new person, you still take you with you. So really, the ex or not ex is irrelevant. It's you and what you're doing that's relevant, you see. Okay, I'm going to answer one more question because I've got a friend coming over for dinner and she's going to knock on the door soon. So I need to go shortly. But Jim, she said my relationship with my SP comes from a karmic end. Is it a dead end, or can I use the law of attraction? Jim, I would be very careful as to people making bold statements about what your relationship is. Since you're a conscious creator, you can change, correct, learn, apply. Nothing's set in stone. Be really careful who you take advice from, because I can tell you the amount of people that send me emails about the doctor said this, the psychic said this, the tarot card reader said this, my mother said this, and you take that to heart, and these people are you pushed out. They're actually echoing back to you all your doubts, your fears, your insecurities, and then you feel like, oh my God, that's true. But truth is just something you believe for now, and that truth can change. I mean, if I'd listened to what people said to me about, people that I had dated, and I did once, I went to a psychic that told me all sorts of stuff, and I couldn't sleep or eat for 6 months properly. It just devastated me. Now I know I'm a conscious creator. I can change external circumstances. I don't need those people. I'm not saying those people are bad people or any of that. They do fabulous work with the police to find missing people or the dead or whatever. But I don't think sometimes some of the advice that some of you get from what you've told me is supporting your desires. So it's totally up to you who you go to, who you listen to. But if you're going to go to people that tell you things that then just bring up mass amounts of fear and make you go into depression, then maybe that's not something that you want to continue to do. So, Christopher, what do you think of using interpretation with an SP when they're not messaging you? Well, Christopher, when someone's not messaging you, you got to look at, what am I thinking, feeling, and believing? They don't message me. They don't contact me enough. I'm not important. I don't matter. I'm not a priority. I'm not loved. I'm not wanted. I'm not loved. 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 People can't message you when you're in that vibe. You've got to get back to, they're my photocopy. I'm not feeling loved. That's why they're not messaging me. I'm going to need to correct and change what I project. Then, what I assume, using the law of assumption, using the law of projection, I've got to change what I'm doing, okay? I'm loved. I knew they'd call me back. I knew they'd message me back. I knew. I'm loved. Therefore, people call me back. I'm loved. I'm wanted. Therefore, they'll get back to me. They'll get back to me. They'll get back to me, okay? Adam, hello. Be your own psychic and follow your intuition, your heart, no spiritual person, then guide yourself always. Hallelujah! As much as that sounds easy, it takes time. But Adam, I agree with you. Be your own sense of security, your own sense of reassurance, your own sense of listening, learning to develop your intuition, your own sense of knowing that what you project out comes back to you, no matter if it's a specific person, an ex, an old relationship, a new relationship, your mother, your dog, your father, your in-laws, your sisters, your brothers, your boss. Irrelevant who it is you pushed out, okay? So, Jess KT, I know it's possible to manifest anything. I'm completely in that mindset, no doubt about it. But my dad is in hospital. He's very sick. And I'm wondering, is it possible to manifest better health for someone? Yeah. I did, Jess KT, there's a meditation to help a loved one. Have a look at that. Start living in the end of your dad being healthy. I love how he's healthy. Actually, try and remember a time when you remember him incredibly healthy and see, here he is in hospital. This is what you know is going on, and you're emotionally disturbed. Paste over the top of it, healthy dad. I love seeing him like this again. Isn't it wonderful he recovered so quick? Call forth the health. Call forth the health. Stop thinking of sick dad, hospital dad, hospital dad. Help him by helping him rise up in the new healthy version of him. We hold people in the version of them that shows up, you see. So try and hold him feel the relief, as if you've heard the doctor say, your dad's so much better, we're sending him home. Hear the words. See your dad walking around. See the red rosiness in his cheeks. See him playing tennis, or see him doing something that he's always done that you know he can't do right now. See him doing it. Draw forth, bring that forward. Let that other stuff, sickness, drop away. Okay? Okay, last one, Bhagwati. I need an apology from ISP. What should I do? Darling, he's you pushed out. So if you understand that whatever he did to you was what you were thinking, feeling, and believing that created it, you don't need an apology. Okay? Stop thinking other people have to do certain things for you to feel better. You feel better. You imagine and understand what you did that created the stuff that happened to you. Then you no longer need to apologize to me so I can feel better. Feel better now. Let them off the hook. Let it go. Be free through choice and saying, I didn't know better then. That's why I created that. You see. So everybody, I'm going to scoot off. I will do this again as always, every now and again when I just feel to. So lots of love. And yeah, I know there's lots more questions. I will pop on again, and lots of love, everybody. And I will see you. I've got a few YouTubes I'll upload from Joseph Murphy's book, The Cosmic Power Within You. And I will see you all soon. Lots of love. Happy manifesting. And remember, peace. The more peace you feel, the more self-love you feel, the more calm you feel. Let go of the anxiety, let go of the stress, let go of the hurt, let go of the anger. Do your best to let go of those things. Then the outside takes care of itself, you see. All right? Lots of love. See you in the next YouTube.